What's in store with the future of Dogecoin is going to make all of the previous spikes look like a butter cake, but despite that, it is still awesome to see Dogecoin going up around 10% today, a nice rebound after a number of days where it wasn't looking too great for Doge as we saw some downward price action. But today, a lot of that being reversed as we saw close to $3 billion pouring into Doge, the community rallying around the price today as crypto continues to go up and some more bullish energy builds now that China is out of the equation here for the most part. They're not going to be able to have that negative gravitational pull downward on Dogecoin, which means a lot of it can really start to rocket off from here. It's exciting to think about as more of the mining and more of the focus focuses over to countries that are more free, which overall is a positive thing in the end anyway. So it's not even that big of a negative overall after all, and the price is starting to reflect that. But what we're seeing with Dogecoin in the price is truly fascinating, and it's a really great sign as Elon Musk prepares for his next big announcement. We are seeing this action on the chart as we look and zoom out, and we see that first major spike there going up to around 30 cents, then all the way up to 75 right there, and since then it has fallen back down and leveled out right around this 20 to 30 cent range, and it's been staying in that channel for the most part with a few exceptions that are notable. But without those, we have seen it continue to stay relatively steady down here, building a floor before that next launch, showing strength and showing some degree of security in keeping your money in Dogecoin. But here in the last month is, I think, the best indication of what we're going to see with Dogecoin moving forward. If you like the upward price action and you want to go down there and press like, one like actually equals one new viewer coming in. Test it out right now. You can see for yourself. The second you make the screen smaller, press that button, whether you're lying down, you're sitting up, you're on the you-know-what, make sure, press the button, and you will see one person come in right after you press it. It's pretty cool how that works. But as we see, the lower low right here, and then it goes and builds up some, it built up all the way to over 30 cents, then came back down. But look, so as we see this low down here below 20 cents, this low is at around 20 cents. So we are seeing the trajectory of Dogecoin continue to have an upward path right here, which is an extremely positive sign. If people are selling at the bottom, and they're scared that it's going to crash all the way down to zero at a really high level, then it wouldn't be making higher lows. It would be making lower lows. It would have a downward trajectory, just like we saw a downward trajectory with Doge right here, where it had a lower low, a lower low, a lower low, and with that, we were seeing downward action, and a lot of that resulted in the Dogecoin price falling. But this, on the flip side, is now a positive sign for Doge as we continue to watch it. There's some interesting stats here. You can see Dogecoin, the amount that's been moved recently over the last 24 hours, the volume is approximately 1.44 billion according to CoinMarketCap. And one thing that you should do always with CoinMarketCap is actually multiply it by around 2 or 3, somewhere in that range, and then you'll get the actual market cap or the actual volume in the last 24 hours, which is somewhere around 3 to 4 billion. And it's unfortunate that none of these sites are capable of calculating this correctly, but we can do it ourselves just with a little bit of math. It's going up around 3 billion in market cap, and most actions are buys. We aren't seeing a lot of sells coming in today on Dogecoin, which shows us that yes, it is over 3 billion in volume by a decent amount, somewhere around 4 to 5 billion in volume just today, which means a lot of eyes on Dogecoin, a lot of people watching it, and Elon Musk is continuing to show why he's so invested in Dogecoin. He's continuing to show why he loves the community so much. He is not just waiting around sitting on his hands. Right now, he and his team are planning some of the next big things for Dogecoin, and they're working with some of the smartest minds in the world, including Vitalik Buterin and some of the current Dogecoin devs. And with that, as we see more and more action here, we are going to get closer and closer to the Robinhood wallets being released, which is one important thing Elon Musk is waiting for. We're also getting closer and closer to the update, which is another important thing that we are waiting for. But in this meantime, he's not just doing nothing, he is preparing and he is getting ready for some of those spikes, as we're also seeing DogeX absolutely doing incredible right now. We're already seeing a lot of these extremely rare Doges selling for in the tens of thousands of range, which is awesome, and that's just the beginning. People are buying those at that rate because they know there's a high chance that it is going to spike soon. As Dogecoin's going up today, DogeX is as well. 2343 is the amount left, continuing to fly with immense, and you love to see that as the average transaction fee of Dogecoin right now currently is still under $1. It is at approximately, you can see right there, at approximately 47 cents. Obviously, the update is going to improve that even more, make the transaction fees even lower. But when you compare that to Ethereum, when you compare that to Bitcoin, you start to realize why it's so useful as a currency. It's significantly easier to transfer large amounts and still have that low fee with Dogecoin because of the script and that part of the code than it is with the other cryptocurrencies at the top. So it's important and exciting to think about, especially as we look at the Doge ETH bridge, the tokenized version of it that is coming soon here. But Bitcoin holders have a few months to take advantage of a tax loophole that could go away in 2022. Want to make sure stay paying attention to this. Do not forget, if you are down on one of your cryptocurrencies, you can sell it, then buy it right back if you want at this current point in time in most tax jurisdictions in the United States. Not everywhere in the world, not every tax jurisdiction, so you have to do your own research first. Don't just take my word for it, because I could be wrong specifically where you are. But it is true that in a lot of places in the United States, you have the ability to sell your cryptocurrency at that loss, then buy it right back, and then write it off on taxes this year. Now, at some point in the future, in theory, you'll be doing that anyway, or maybe you wouldn't. It really just depends. But if you made a lot of money in another area of crypto this year, and then you lost money on one cryptocurrency, it may be the perfect time to write it off. If you think your income next year will be lower than it is this year, then that's the perfect time to consider writing it off, because then you're saving a higher percentage of your money and you can put that back into the market if you want. Uncle Sam doesn't need to waste more of our money. We should be keeping as much of it as we possibly can there. So make sure you are not forgetting about that tax loophole. And also, if you want to put some of your money into DogeX, it's definitely a good investment, I believe, for the future. That's why I'm continuing to buy so many. I showed you my collection a few times and I'm definitely very proud of it. I'm going to continue to build on this. I want to make sure I have a nice wide variety. Maybe we can even trade a couple of DogeX for DogeX trades, and I'm looking to buy some more as well, especially these rare ones. I want to hold a number of them so that I'm more diversified when it comes to my DogeX portfolio. But my current account right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 DogeXs. That's my current collection, so I'm continuing to build on it and build on it and build on it. You can see some great ones and there's some pretty rare ones, but I want to make sure I have some of the rarest ones. And currently I do not have one of the top 10 rare ones, but I want to make sure I mint that, because these are starting to sell for lots of money, and with only a small amount left, people are starting to try to buy that up as quickly as they can. But today in 24, and we're also seeing Coinbase sends out a breach notification letter, a number of them, to different people who had their cryptocurrency accounts hacked into. And the first thing you think when you see this is, oh my gosh, is Coinbase, is the security level lower? Do we need to worry? Should I personally be concerned? And the answer is most likely not. Coinbase is relatively safe when it comes to their actual database and their servers being hacked. Very unlikely, but there are certain risks that you have to be paying attention to. Whatever the heck you do, pay attention to these risks, which is do not click on links. Always assume, even if your mom sends you a link, well, it could be a scammer version of your mom. Yeah, that's right, mom. I'm on to you, scammer mom. If you see a link, never click on it under any circumstances, even if it's someone you trust a lot. If you see a message from me, it's probably not actually me. It's probably a scammer. So make sure to always double and triple and quadruple check everything, and never send any money on the same day. Always check first, and even still, probably still don't send that money even after checking, because some of these scams are so elaborate that they can really convince you, and a lot of them try to get you to do it as quickly as possible. If you do it fast, then you're not going to think as much about it. That's how they fall victim to these scams, and we want to make sure we're calling them out and stopping them. So don't click on links, don't put your password, be extremely careful about that. The more the scammers stop, the better. And no, we're not talking about this type of phishing. We're talking about the other type of phishing, PH. It's spelled with a PH. That type of phishing online. Yeah, this type of phishing is way more fun. Everyone should do this type of phishing. If you want to catch a catfish, if you want to catch a couple of Doge fishes, which don't even exist yet, but the second we find a new breed of fish, please name it a Doge fish, because that would be awesome. And then we can eat our Doge fish, because it's just a fish. You can eat fish. Oh no, I'm gonna get canceled now for saying I like eating fish. I do. They're tasty. They're good. What can I say? We click the button, green one. Oh, nice. So you're clicking like button. As we have 883 people currently in the stream, if all of us press like right now, there's already 300 of us that have already pressed like. If we have the next 600 pressing like, that will immediately get us 600 new people into this live, which means more people hearing about Dogecoin. The more people hear about Dogecoin, the better. A lot of these people will be new people, because YouTube recommends it to new people if the people currently watching, mean all of us, if we like the video. So if we like it, we bring more people into Dogecoin. It's actually really a great proposition there, a great deal. And if you don't have a YouTube account, it's actually worth making a YouTube account just so you can press like on Dogecoin videos, not just mine. Go through the process. It doesn't take very long. You just need to actually set it up with your email. And then once you have the account, you can keep it on your phone. You don't have to keep logging in every time. So in 10 minutes, you can now have the ability to press like and subscribe and do all the stuff that actually helps with the algorithm and helps the community the most. Don't sit on your butt and wait. Do the stuff that it takes. And then we can say Dogecoin to the moon, as we love to say, as we love to say. Oh no, I'm gonna get canceled for my fish comment. Oh no, that's not good. Matt, you're the best from number one from Tom G. I appreciate that coming in. Please give me publicity. Give me publicity for my fish comment. Media, I would love it. I would love nothing more than that. As we are seeing Manscaped continue to do some cool stuff. You know what's coming up soon is Halloween, and Halloween is scary. But what shouldn't be scary is your body hair. Your body hair should be looking good, feeling good, and one thing that definitely sucks a lot is when you are using something on your body hair and then it ends up hurting afterwards. That's why you want a significantly smoother experience with Manscaped. It's significantly better than the products I used to use, which are not smooth whatsoever, not even close. It's hard to manage them. It's hard to get it to work, and it breaks. It hurts. When you shave, it doesn't work well. So for your downstairs Dogecoins and all of your body hair needs, Manscaped is the place to be. They also have some great smelling products like this, which smells, I think, quite like success. It's cologne. Then they also have nose hair trimmers, the Manscaped 4.0 package right here. You can go right now, use the link right down there in the description. It will also be in the pinned comment, and you can get 20% off as well as free shipping in this offer right now through the link. So go check it out. Thank you, Manscaped, for helping us with the video and helping us to move forward with Final Stand. We appreciate Manscaped, don't we? Go run the Doge node 1.14.4. It's free to do so. Please do your part to Dogecoin to the moon. Coming in from Nelson Does Crypto. I agree with that. Oh, Crypto Amish as well. I almost missed your comment. I'm sorry, Crypto Amish. TKING just released the public beta of ChainChat wallet to wallet messaging with private NFT escrow sales in development. And that is, of course, another thing that we're excited about. TKING, which is a crypto we talk about a lot. And the truth is, if you don't own crypto, and if you don't own TKING specifically, then you're gonna be like, Matt, why are you talking about it? I don't care. If you do own it, you're gonna be like, Matt, I'm so glad you're talking about it. Hopefully it'll go up from that. And so obviously it's more fun when you actually own some of it. So if you want to, you can go easily do that on Uniswap. All you have to do is trade ETH for TKING, then you can own a little bit or a lot of bit, whatever the heck you want to do. But yes, they have specifically ChainChat, which is, I think, really exciting. It's going to allow people to talk directly over the cryptocurrency network using the chat messenger app in a way that's never been done before. So really cool development coming in from the TKING team. This is not just a random meme token team. This is actually a really smart team. Also like Dogecoin has with Vitalik Buterin and with some of the Dogecoin devs who really know what they're doing. TKING has a very similarly smart team. Obviously, Dogecoin is our favorite crypto, and TKING is also one of our favorite cryptos here on the channel. So of course, we're going to continue to support both of them. If I go in on a crypto, I'm not just going to ditch it and abandon it soon. I will continue to support it because the reason I went in on it in the first place is because I actually believed in it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that. As we're also seeing this, President of El Salvador announces volcano-powered crypto operation has so far made them a grand total of, are you ready for it? Drum roll, please. $269. Wow. Big money coming in. Huge money. $269. Well, I was expecting it to be more. What can I say? But it is the first day that they started the mining here, and they are trying to use volcanoes. Well, look at that. I mean, it's pretty dang awesome. Regardless of how much money they're making, it's not a lot yet. I think it'll be higher in the future. But regardless of that, we have Nayib Bukele, who is the president over there in El Salvador, and he's made some funny jokes. What kind? I don't know. Hopefully they're jokes. As long as they are jokes, then they're funny. If they're not jokes, then maybe we have a bit of a problem here. But so he made a joke that he's the quote coolest dictator out there. El Salvador, by the way, has a democracy, so he's not really a dictator. I believe he was just messing with people when he did that. It's kind of funny to watch this dude. He knows what the heck he's doing when it comes to crypto. He's using some cool tactics to get publicity for the country, to bring in new sales, to bring in more trade, and to give the country a bigger stage on the world, on top of also allowing people to actually trade cryptocurrency. Right now, approximately 25% or so of the people in El Salvador are actually using cryptocurrency, but there is still some degree of concern over there in El Salvador, as some people don't know if they can trust crypto. Some people don't know if it's worth it. A lot of older people especially are a little bit scared of crypto. There's actually a stat that just came out about that. I'll go ahead and show it to you right here. So we saw this article coming out on Twitter from Routers saying this: last month, El Salvador became the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender, but many poorer and older people, they're alleging, are struggling to make sense of it. Here's why. And it says no internet or smartphone access to a lot of the people there, which is true. We have a huge number of people in the world without access, but the good thing is that actually putting cryptocurrency in place is going to help to move that forward. We want people to have access, and the more incentive there is for that to come, and the more technology that's being worked on, the easier it will be to give people access. Elon Musk and Starlink playing a big role there as well. I think that's going to actually change a lot of this for people all across the world, because it actually is. About half of El Salvadorians have no internet access according to the World Bank. The ones facing the most hurdles are the country's poorest, and the communities like that, older people as well, and those living in rural areas who cannot access Bitcoin Bitcoin. So the important thing here is not to slander Bitcoin, which this article seems to be kind of against it. And we don't like that. Really, the important thing here is that Bitcoin, yes, actually can help. Cryptocurrency can help. Dogecoin, Ethereum can help. But it does take education. It is a process. It's not going to happen instantly and immediately. Stuff needs to be put in place first. Infrastructure, education, and we need to work on that and continue to support it. As we're seeing more chats coming in. LFG Doge and TKING Super Matt. I've been with you since January for the 69,420 buys in the Discord voice chat. Thank you for all you do. Coming in from Bill Storm. I appreciate that coming in. And Crypto Amish as well says, with Tiger King Season 2 dropping in 1 month, TKING will drop 0 soon, meaning go up more than 10%, or no, 100%. Dropping 1-0, yeah, 100%. So up 150% already the last 10 days. Get some so you can do more good every day from Crypto Amish. I love it. It's coming in about TKING, and Elon just called and said, hodl, says, see ya. I don't know. Did he actually call? Well, no, he didn't. He probably didn't. Well, what if he actually did? Who knows? And Diana Fletcher says TKING as well. And a little bit of yo there. Diana Fletcher moderating the comments right now, doing a great job. Maybe you saw our picture in the gym. We got to pump some more things, including weights. So we got to make sure we're pumping the weights too. Obviously, very important. Pumping the weights, pumping all the stuff. Poor confidence in Bitcoin as well is a problem over there. 9 out of 10 say they do not have a clear understanding of cryptocurrency. 8 out of 10 say they have little or no confidence in its use, even though approximately 25% are currently using it. So that poll may be a little bit skewed, but still, nonetheless, that is an actual concern when that many people are scared of it, but they actually shouldn't be. So it really just takes a campaign to let people kind of understand and know the president there is doing the right thing, I believe here, by a good amount. It just takes more time. It's going to take a lot more time. And here's another question. Would you live in a place where cryptocurrencies are part of daily life? 72% said yes, 28% no. So even after they tried to slander it a little bit in this little mini article here, still, people understand the benefits of it. 72% saying yes, only 28% saying no. But it's not the only place in the world embracing digital cash transition either. So that overall is an interesting article. But Elon Musk, a lot of people are already starting to forget, he right now currently owns Shiba Inu. He probably cuddles with it every single day. Do you know how much he probably wants to tweet about it? That right there is clear and big evidence by itself that he is planning things and he's waiting for a certain time before doing some of these big things for Dogecoin, because otherwise he would be tweeting about it and talking about it a lot more, wouldn't you think? And of course, that is all why, and that's why he's telling people when he does interviews, I have stuff planned for Dogecoin, but let's not talk about it right now. It's pretty clear what's happening here and why we should be optimistic in Elon Musk as his fame continues to increase, as his net worth continues to increase. Both those things are good for him, but we want to see stuff that's good for all of us, of course, not just for Elon Musk. We love Elon Musk, but I think it's more about the community here than it is about any one individual person. And the good news is Elon Musk does care a lot about the community, and so he's doing some cool things with that. And I know, do we talk about Elon a lot? Yes, we do. And is there a reason for that? Yes, there is, because he actually really does have the influence that warrants us talking about him that much. If Elon Musk was just some random schmuck, well, we probably wouldn't talk about him as much. Maybe we would talk about him some, but because of his position in the world, because of the things he's doing and working on, he actually warrants us talking about him to that level. Tell Elon to tweet about Doge. We need mega pumps coming in. Some patience is required, but 10% today, that's pretty dang good. I tried to buy $8 of TKING, will cost $40 in ETH gas. Yes, so it's going to cost you anywhere between $20 and $100 in gas fees to actually purchase anything on the Ethereum chain right now. Part of the reason for that is a lot of purchases of NFTs, so a lot of use case is being developed out there with Ethereum. That is going to improve as we see this update roll out with Ethereum, but for now, you do have to actually pay a fee in that range. The good news is, though, even if you buy $1,000 worth or $20,000 worth, however much you want to buy, it's still going to be around the same fee. So you just need to make sure when you do purchases, oh my gosh, well, come on, Matt, that wasn't even that funny. But if you do purchases on the Ethereum chain, you're going to want to make it a little bit larger. If you buy DogeX NFTs, you may not want to buy just one, you may want to buy 2 or 3 at the same time, so that way you can get that one fee without having to pay multiple times and then spread out across a larger purchase. That fee is going to look a lot smaller. If you're buying $3,000 worth of crypto and you're paying a $40 fee, it doesn't really feel like a lot. It's a small amount. In fact, you would probably pay a higher fee on most exchanges for that same amount. So that's why it really just comes down to how much you are purchasing and what you decide to do with that. But Elon Musk, is the exact opposite of what's happening in China right here. China's sweeping cryptocurrency ban was inevitable. This article coming out, and of course that is true. Whenever power is challenged from people who are already scared of losing their power in the first place, as cryptocurrency has done in China, the result is going to be a certain amount of backlash. And a lot of people are not allowed to talk about this because they have too much invested in China. China being such a big player when it comes to business on the world stage, Elon Musk, so many other influential people have a lot of stake in China, and they're scared. Luckily, though, we don't have that. We don't have to worry. We can call them out as much as we want, and we need to make sure we avoid getting too many ties to China and the government there, because that way we can continue to call them out when they do bad things, as we want to do. It's worth it, right? Oh no, China's drones are gonna come get me now. Oh no. The Buy TKING, Tiger King coin season 2 soon on Netflix from Mr. Business. Thank you for the chat coming in, and that is true. Tiger King Season 2 is coming out in November. I don't want to talk too much about any crypto on the show at one time, but when it comes to Tiger King Dogecoin, it's hard not to talk about it because we're just excited about it. It's fun. It's fun to participate in it and be a part of it. I'm holding a heck of a lot of both, and so I mean, it's more fun to talk about cryptos that you can participate in and have fun with when it comes to the community. If you don't own any, then you don't really want to talk about it as much. As Adam Aaron says, I've received more happy birthday wishes this year than the rest of my life combined. I guess that's because you're also interested in AMC theaters and watching so closely what we've been doing to steer this proud 101-year-old company back to glory. Thank you so much. Adam Aaron, he's just a cool dude. I mean, it's fun to see him operate. It's fun to see what he does. He absolutely deserves his position right now at the helm of AMC. A great dude, a solid guy. Would love to have dinner with him. Adam Aaron, let's go ahead and set that up. Let's set that up. Oh, coming from Isaac. That's funny, Isaac. That's funny. Pump it up as well from Rojogan. Rojogan. He was training lately because someone wanted to fight him. Imagine that. If you fight Joe Rogan, you're going to lose. He's a black belt. You can't beat Joe Rogan in a fight unless you're a fighter. Then maybe you could. Well, you probably could then because he's a little on the older side. But anyway, I'm Matt Wass. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.